and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with health care and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much. I love you all.
And that's what President Trump said on the campaign trail last year. And if this is winning, then we can stop winning. Because I'm tired of winning. No, seriously. Let's stop winning. Seriously, stop. I don't want to win anymore. Stop it. Unsurprisingly, the latest attempt to roll back what little faint semblance of universal single-payer healthcare we have has failed. This past Friday, Republicans were forced to pull their repeal of the Affordable Care Act from the House floor. After weeks of contentious negotiations over the American Health Care Act, Republicans had to admit defeat as they could not gain sufficient support for their own side for their plan to overhaul U.S. health insurance. Speaking afterward in the Oval Office, Trump blamed Democrats for the failure of a bill to repeal the signature achievement of Barack Obama. If Democrats got together with us and got us a real healthcare bill, I'd be totally okay with it. The losers are Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer because they own Obamacare. They 100% own it, he said. Trump refused to bash the House Speaker Paul Ryan, but declined to answer a question about policy changes he would like to see in health reform. Instead, he said he was ready to move on to tax reform, saying, "We're probably going to start going very strongly on big tax cuts. Tax reform will be next." And now Donald Trump is saying, "I never said repeal it and replace it within 64 days. Wow. Absolutely incredible. The bravado, the arrogance, the brazen attempt to distort the truth and keep this dog and pony show going. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Nothing to see here. Just lying in their face. When we have him time after time again bragging about how he was going to replace it day one, believe me. But when it comes time to actually pull the lifeboat away from people, and you have to look them in the eye yourself and pull the plug, what last bit of human consciousness our congressmen have won't let them do it. Obamacare isn't perfect, and it's not a fully powered, self-contained yacht. It's just a life raft, maybe even less, like a flotation device. And a lot of Republican congressmen went back to their hometowns to face the music, face their constituents, or some didn't because they didn't want to face angry constituents who were rightfully angry because their health care insurance, their livelihood was threatened. These congressmen were threatening to take away their health care. And Obamacare is not perfect, but it's better than nothing. A step in the right direction. Pick what you like about it. I'm sure you like at least one thing. Maybe the right to not be denied because of pre-existing coverage conditions, or staying on your parents' health care plan until 26. Take those provisions and mold them into what we want to see. Work to make it better. Don't just shoot it down for the sake of shooting something down. But unfortunately, that's what this false dichotomy of a two-party system of Democrats and Republicans has led us to. And that's what Trump is saying when he's just pandering to this two-party system when he says it's Democrats' fault. If Democrats got together and the Democrats went in and blah, 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 excuses. He needs to own up to his own arrogant failures. Blaming this mess on the Democrats is like explaining to a grown man why there are no presents under the Christmas tree, and saying that it's because Santa Claus decided you were on the naughty list. Just a slap in your face, an insult to your intelligence. Point the finger at some imaginary group and blame them for your failure of your own hubris. This is absolutely reprehensible. Never mind the fact that the House is majority Republican anyway, so this bill was so bad that his own people rejected it. And if you remember Obamacare passed without a single Republican vote. Meanwhile, we can find the money to increase defense spending and promote war with North Korea, Russia, and the Middle East, but we can't find the money to heal our own citizens. You want to fight and kill and protect our oil and opium fields? Here's all the money you need. But what's that you say? You want to raise the tide to lift all boats and end sickness in America? You're a traitor, or you must be working with Russia. Look, I get it. God, guns, and country. I love America, and no one wants her to succeed more than I do. But there comes a time when you need to look yourself in the eye as a nation and put these childish things away and ask yourselves, do you want to live in a nation where there's rampant disease, sickness, and death? Do you feel good knowing that many of your fellow countrymen are dying because the cures to their ailments weren't on their insurance plan? Or the life-saving drug they needed experienced a price increase of 1,600%? Or their government is colluding against them to suppress natural organic cures, whether by disinformation or by force of the law? One of the best things that Trump did that's not widely celebrated is how he removed us from the TPP. He canceled that deal. The Trans-Pacific Partnership was a trade deal that basically sold out the American worker and only furthered neoliberal globalist agendas. But one of the many things this horrible partnership did was give more power to drug companies and pharmaceuticals to be able to protect themselves whether they win or lose. So if the drug is a success and profitable, they can enforce copyright and suppress cheaper alternatives. And if the drug is a failure and people die, they can hide behind corporate veils and retain profits and live to kill another day. It's a win-win, can't-lose situation for them. And a lot of the drugs available today that cure all kinds of diseases cost pennies to make, until greedy scum such as Martin Shkreli, who jacked up the price of a drug over 1,500%. These guys claim it's for research and investment crap, and whatever, it's all bull crap. It's because of greed. The original inventors of the key ingredient have long since gotten what they deserve. Really, the reason they charge more for cheaper and cheaper drugs is because they can and because they have to. Unfortunately, as a species, mainly led by America, once the symbol for freedom and hope, it's still there, but the light is dim. We as a species have not been able to rid ourselves of the chains that we call money. We need the artificial replenish and deplete system. It's almost as if we like it. Some do like it when it works in their favor, but for the rest of us, we're just waiting on the world to change. And we're so close to having robotic doctors and autonomous surgeries, life extension technologies that Trump's been rumored to be releasing at any time. Right now, we're learning how to gather and interpret the data, but once we reach the singularity and then plant the AI into advanced robots, healthcare will be so cheap to reproduce it might as well be considered free. And like in Elysium, when the main system was hacked and reset to enable all people of the world to be recognized as citizens and receive the healthcare that came at no cost or effort to the lazy humans sleeping their lives away in Elysium, Jodie Foster's character was mortally wounded and could have easily been saved, but she let herself die, refusing offered help. This was because of her hubris and self-conceitedness. She knew that it was possible before to help others, save the world using automation and robotics, and the excess that previous generations had blessed her with, mostly by chance. And once the robots were released to spread life and opportunity, she didn't want to face the music and all the "see I told you so's" that would have been coming her way. So she chose to bleed out there on the floor and die, consumed by her own hubris. But also, malignant narcissists aren't fulfilled unless someone else is directly unfulfilled. They only find comfort in knowing that others are suffering. Once everyone else has the power to thrive, their darkness can't go on, and they shrivel back up into the evil void they came from, like the Wicked Witch of the West. Now, a lot of great groups are springing up to try and help us restore liberty, restore freedom, make America great for the first time. Groups like Justice Democrats, our revolution, brand new Congress, and others that are trying to bring the power back to the people by fixing our voting system and trying to get money out of politics. But let's go one step further and practice actually creating and writing the change that needs to be seen. So just like lobbyists and private corporations are allowed to write their own bills, let's write our own healthcare bill that we will present to brand new Congress. Then when we have so much sweeping change and winning and executive actions on the next president's first day, it won't be a surprise because it will be enacting legislation directly created by the people. So that's why we need your support more than ever. We're being censored on all channels. They don't want this idea to get out. We need your help. Like this video, share it with 10 people, share it on all platforms. You have my permission to freely remix and share this message of truth. And until next time, stay vigilant, seek truth, and seize the day.